my money? Should I buy individual stocks or should I buy index funds or should I? Those are questions I get every single time. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome in. And this is Dr. Lina with Money Talk with Dr. Lina. This is the $1 Million League. And if you are just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. What does this mean? It means that we are ending the cycle of financial crisis, right? And we are building the community of millionaires, people that aspire to become millionaires, and those that are already millionaires. That is that community. And our goal is what? Financial freedom. Money is just a tool. Mr. Coffee, welcome in. Eric, welcome in. How are you coded? Hello, hello. Welcome in each and every one of us. Welcome in tonight. And it's one more day to the end of the week. Isn't that amazing? Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we know the drill. For the OGs in the house, we know the drill. We'll tap out the life as soon as we get to 5,000 taps. We get started. Hey, Federal, good to have you. Mola, welcome in. JJ, welcome in. Maman, welcome in. How are you doing? If you are meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Lina. And of course, I'm a doctor of business and technology. My day job, a vice president of technology, and of course, a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And I am the convener of this community called the $1 Million League, the community of people that are aspiring to become a millionaire and those that are already millionaires. And of course, somebody just crossed $500,000 2 weeks ago, which is absolutely amazing. And part of what we've also achieved within this community in 14 days, we've had 65 countries represented, 65th country being Serbia, 65th country called Serbia. Style on Bob, welcome in. And you're wondering, what is this all about? It means stop saving, right? Against everything you've been taught all your life. Go to school, get a job. Life is going to be beautiful. But how is that life? Is it so beautiful? Because tell me, I have been in corporate world for so long, 20, almost 20 years, 2 decades, vice president of technology, an economist, a chartered accountant, okay? And of course, I was saving my money. You would expect that an economist and a chartered accountant knows better, right? But obviously not. Obviously not. It is not in the books most of the time. It's about being street smart. I was saving my money and I was getting pennies. When I mean pennies, pennies. And until I started doing what? Investing. I read what the multimillionaires, where do they put their money? And then I started building wealth. If that sounds like you, well, that's because we were not taught that in school, okay? It's not your fault. Richardson, you were not taught that. Rocky, you were not also. Hey, yo, you were definitely not taught that in school. Because if you were all taught, trust me, everybody is going to be a millionaire. I tell you, I tell you. But guess what? They decided to have a selective amnesia, developed it so that they do not teach us all of those things. Because, of course, who tells you if you start investing $200, started at the age of 20? What if I tell you, you would definitely get to the $1 million status? Easy, easy. But guess what? They never told us. So, what for you to build wealth, you want to get to that $1 million status, financial freedom, you need to do something called investing, right? It's not even a discussion. Nobody builds their way to wealth using that income. That income is what you do with it. That is what builds you wealth. So you put it in ETF, you put it in real estate, business, and boom, you are right there. You are on your way to you're on your way to financial freedom. Yeah, Vicky, Papi, Mami, Chica, Mau, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, and if you're just meeting me, I'm not a doctor of business. I'm not also alias. I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. We are doing a 31 days financial drive where we are helping as many people gain understanding of what it means to become financially free, gaining financial education, getting financial freedom, because money is just a tool. Financial freedom is a goal. Only life, tropical queen author, money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal. So as soon as we get to 30, we know what to do. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps and of course 50 shares, we get the class started. 50 shares and of course 50 shares and 5,000 taps, we get the class started. Welcome in each and every one of us. Welcome in each and every one of us. Happy Friday, happy Thursday. Ooh, happy Friday in some countries as well. Happy Friday. So let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 5,000 taps. Let's get it to 5,000 taps because guess what? Stop saving and we need to change this thing. Stop saving and start doing what? Start investing. Start investing in what? ETF. What is ETF? That's the question. I am Nikki. Thank you so much for tapping out that live. He's saying, Nikki said, I want to hear all about this. I am going to just keep on tapping and get it to 5,000. Let's get these get done with. And if you're new here, drop one in the comments. You are new, drop one in the comments. We will start the class as soon as we get to 5,000 taps. We will start the class. And we are on and you're wondering, what is this all about? It's all about financial freedom. What does financial freedom mean to you? Does it mean that, oh, you're new here? I am Nikki. Welcome. Welcome. Make sure you click on that follow button. Make sure you click on the follow button. Yeah, financial prof, the charm, Phil, welcome in. Yeah. And for those on the YouTube side, how are you doing? We're streaming on 2 devices right now. We are streaming from on 2 community and 2 different platforms, TikTok and also the YouTube. Welcome in for those on YouTube. Welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Yeah, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Also indicate where you are connecting from. As a matter of fact, this is country number 65 represented in this country in 14 days. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? Exactly. Country number 65. And you want to know that country? Drum roll, right? That was Serbia. So Mike, all the way from Serbia, was country number, if I remember correctly. Yesterday we also have we had Istanbul, we had Mexico, and we had one more country. We had Taiwan yesterday, represented yesterday within the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. Welcome in. So drop where you're connecting from. If you're new, Liz, MacArthur, Tandy, you're new, drop 1 in the comment section. Drop 1. Click on that follow button. And we add the latest millionaire. I am Nikki, all the way tapping on the red carpet, $1 million red carpet. $1 Million League red carpet today, the latest millionaire in town. I am Nikki. And Financial Prophetess is also tapping along because we'll start once we get 5,000 taps. The exact step, $0 to $1 million. Exact step that you need to follow. Because what were we taught? Go to school, get a job, and life is going to be beautiful. But how come a lot of people are still living paycheck to paycheck? Financial Prophetess? Why? Why are so many people live? It means that your wealth does not equal to income, right? So if they tell you, oh, once you get that income, you're wealthy. Hell no, you're not. Right? Hell no, because if that income stops today, right? If that income stops today, what happens? What happens? You have, you are left with bills to pay. You are left to fund a lifestyle. That's what it is, right? So it just tells you something. If your life or your bills are dependent on one income or a particular kind of income, it tells you that you are not financially free. When you trade your time for money, you're not financially free. So for you to be wealthy, we have 5 types of wealth, and we're going to be talking about that shortly. Just welcome in. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're new here, you'll be sitting for 2 minutes. This might be like, oh, I just like the energy. I love the vibes, you almost might be like, what does she mean by stop saving? What does she even mean? Oh, Prince Harry, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. Or yours might be like, okay, now she's one of the millionaire. What does she even mean? So is she even a millionaire? Why don't you just stick around and learn and understand, right? Put the onus on me to prove it to you that you can be the next millionaire, okay? Because it is much easier than you think. But the first thing first starts with your income, right? Because here we are not this is not about get rich quick scheme. Hell no. If you want to know how we do this, Google who Warren Buffett is. Google who Warren Buffett is, and he's a legend. He's a legend. And you will know exactly how we invest. So think about people like this, okay? About Kiyosaki. Yeah, think about that. Now you get the drift, right? Now you get the drift. So whenever we are investing or whenever we're talking about millionaires, right? Think about people like this. Now you get the drift. This is not about get rich quick scheme. This is about building generational lasting wealth. Think about Think and Grow Rich, right? You understand what all these people does, right? Think about, all right? Now you understand. That is how we invest. We're not gamblers. We are definitely not. This is not get rich quick scheme. This is about compound interest, delayed gratification, not instant gratification, and all of those. That's what we do here. So make sure you click on that follow button. Looks like all those people looks like what you're looking for, right? The intelligence behind what they do, right? The smartness and all of their experiences. That's exactly what we teach here. So that's exactly what we teach. As a matter of fact, we are on the 12 days financial freedom drive. So if you're sitting here 2 minutes, click that follow button. Let's get it started. Click on the follow button and please take note, Dr. Lina, I don't have WhatsApp group. I don't have Telegram group. No, we don't have that. So if somebody chats you up and does all of that, it is not Dr. Lina. Thank you so much. I am Nikki. I am Nikki is just crushing it, tapping it all the way out. Well done. And today we'll continue with a series on the exact step from 0 to 1 million. And also we're going to be talking of the challenge that we have today, because every single day for 12 days, we started 3 days ago, we have a challenge that we have every single day. And we're going to be talking about that. So we're going to be talking about debt payoff. So if you have been struggling with debt, maybe you lost your job, maybe there's a loss of income and that has put you in some significant debt, or it could just be whatever, right? You because of your lack of financial education in the past, you took some wrong decision and all of that. You co-sign for someone. Okay, that's the worst thing to do ever, guys. Never do that. Never do that. Co-sign for someone. Never do that. Kwame, welcome in, right? Never do that, right? And the person decides to betray you and decide not to pay, right? You already know exactly what I'm talking about. So you are always very careful in doing that. It might put you in some debt situation, and that is exactly and that we're going to be talking about debt payoff today as well. We're going to tell you about the steps to get into this financial freedom. Siki RNSF, what latest millionaire in our welcoming. Welcome in. Let's keep tapping out the live. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps, we get it started. This life is a bit different from what you've known, because this is the $1 Million League. These are for serious-minded people that actually want to take action, right? Saying, I want to become a millionaire. I want to be the trailblazer. I want to build financial freedom, but this is not, I don't want to do it through, the MLM. I don't want to do get rich quick scheme. I want to be an investor. I want to build wealth the right way. I want to build generational wealth. Not just me, I'm building it even beyond me. I want to put protection around my money, right? Then this is for you. Click on that follow button. Today we're going to be talking about the 9 step from 0. If Dr. Lina needs to start from 0 to becoming a millionaire again, right? If I have to start from 0 to becoming a millionaire, this is the exact step that I will follow. Exact step that I will follow, okay? And you're wondering, okay, is it even possible that somebody can become a millionaire? It is much easier than you think. It's much easier than you think. So by the time we're done, I did show in numbers yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, where I tell you how to invest and start making all of those kind of money. Remember to get your daily at me. Let's get our daily at me. Let's share out the live. How do you share out the live? Press my forehead on the screen and share out the live. Share out the live. Tap out the live. Click on the follow button. Sit 2 minutes. It looks like what you are looking for. Click on that follow button. Air, Sonia, Solifu, Shepard, EBO, Rose, Leno, OC King, Caddy, Pam, Leko. So yeah, if you've been sitting here 2 minutes, it looks like what you're looking for. Click on that follow button. Let's get it started. Let's get the show started. All right. Thank you so much for everyone that joined. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. Okay. All right. So here within this community, the first thing is when you come here, wait 2 minutes. It looks like what you're looking for, right? What are we talking about? Stop saving, start investing, ETF, real estate, businesses. That's number one. All right. And then once you get that, start tapping out the live. We get to 5,000 taps. Share out the live. Invite your friends over. Get your daily at me and also engage. It's a two-way conversation. Okay. So one of the things I'm going to quickly touch while we're tapping out the live before the 5,000 and sharing out the live to 50 shares. One of the things, whenever you hear about wealth, I want you to understand something. Your income does not equal wealth. All right. And your wealth does not equal money. Money is not wealth, okay? Money is not wealth. Wealth, it does not equal money, okay? And of course, it means that your income does not equal wealth, right? Because there are 5 types of wealth, okay? There are 5 types of wealth. What are these type of wealth? Wealth is, one type of wealth is money. Money is just a type of wealth. Money wealth, okay? That's a type of wealth. At least for those that are just here and you're just passing along, you would learn one quick thing. Wealth is just, money is just one type of wealth. Then number 2, what's the second type of wealth? You would have heard something called health is wealth. So exercise, eating right, that's another type of wealth. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's share out the live as well. Click on the follow button if you're here for more than 2 minutes. Number 3, remember, it said health is wealth. Number 3, there is something called time wealth, right? That's the third type of wealth, the ability to live life at your own terms. It simply means that, understand something. Time is money. So you're sitting here, we value your time. You see the freedom that we talked about, financial freedom. That is your time. Time is super limited. But of course, money is unlimited. Time is limited. Money is unlimited. So always make sure that you value your time. Number 4 is something called peace wealth. Do you have your living trust? Do you have emergency funds? Do you have all of those kind of things? Beginners, everyone, welcome in. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Click on that follow button if you've been sitting there for more than 2 minutes. And can we share out the live? Beginners, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Can we all share out the live? These numbers do not look right, okay? We're almost at 5,000 and the numbers do not look right. 10 people. Let's press out my forehead on the screen. Go Populars, help this live. Let's do this. Let's press my forehead on the screen, right? Click on that and you will see your contact. Let's share out the live. Let's also, open my IU savings account. Good job. Awesome. Good job. Right. Yeah. So let's share out the live. Let's share out the live, guys. Let's share out the live. Let's prioritize and share it. Let's prioritize shares. Let's also prioritize repost. Repost and shares, guys. Get your daily admin if you have not gotten your daily admin. All the OGs in the house, we've agreed that we all get our daily admin. You don't know how to go there, right here. Let's get our daily admin right away. Thank you so much. Let's do that. Let's prioritize shares, go Populars, and of course, let's also prioritize repost and share. Thank you, everyone. Let's do that. Repost and shares, guys. Let's repost. You don't know how to repost? Right here, you would find repost right here, right? Repost is right here. Let's repost. Also, you don't know how to share, press my forehead on the screen and then you see your contact. It's going to drop down. Let it share with everyone. Can we share? Can we all share? Tolu's mom, everyone, simply Abby, let's share. Let's prioritize resharing. We are already at 5,000 tabs. Let's prioritize resharing so that we can get started. And also the repost. Let's do that. Thank you so much. Let's prioritize sharing. We are already at 5,000 tabs. Can we prioritize shares? Shares is press my forehead on the screen. You would see your contacts. Let us prioritize shares. Thank you so much. Let's prioritize that right now. Go Populars. Let us prioritize Go Populars. Let's prioritize our daily admin. Okay? Let us prioritize that. Thank you so much. So that we can get the class started. The numbers don't look right. 11 people. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, let's do that so that we can get the class started. Okay? Yeah, thank you so much. Let's share. I am Nikki. You are absolutely amazing. It's so good to have you as part of this. You have single-handedly been tapping out and sharing and doing all of that. Let's all share. Let's repost as well, guys. Let's do that so we can get the class started. The same effort that it takes to teach 100, that's the same effort that it takes to teach 1,000, okay, or 10 people. So let's prioritize the shares. Shares help this life. We are still at 4 shares, guys. Let us share. Let's share. Let's repost. All right. So peace wealth is the fourth type of wealth. Peace wealth, right? All those your LLC, your living trust, your emergency fund, your insurance, it falls under that category, right? It falls under that category. So you will want to ensure that you also have your peace wealth. Number 5 is what is called your. So we have money, time, health, and of course, we have the social wealth. We have the social wealth. For Furna Hair Braiding, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. We have our social wealth. What is social wealth? Your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. And while we are still waiting, to start the class of the day, because we are still at 4 shares and it's 11 people. I don't know what is going on today. 11 people. Can we prioritize shares? Thank you so much. Let's prioritize shares, and let us also prioritize repost. Right? Let us prioritize repost. Let's get our daily admin, guys. Let's get our daily admin. Thank you so much for doing that, so that we can get the class started. Now, if you are new here, drop 1 in the comments, or just say I am new. If you're new, drop 1 in the comment section. I am new, drop 1. I am new, drop 1. I am new, drop 1 in the comments. I am new. If you are new, just drop 1 in the comment section. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. You're new. Veganis, thank you so much for letting me know. If you're new, drop 1. Only 1 person is new. If you are new here, drop 1. All right. Only 1 person is new. Not sure what's going on today. It feels so weird. All right, but we keep going. Not sure what is going on. Thank you all for tapping. Johnny is new as well. Awesome. Have you heard about? Okay, let's do this. Have you heard about the rule of 72? Do you know the rule of 72? If you do not know rule of 72, put rule of 72 in the comments. Rule of 72. You do not know rule of 72. Put it in the comments. Rule of 72. Let's put it in the comment. Rule of 72. Do you know? If you don't know rule of 72 and you would like to know, put it in the comment. Rule of 72. So this is a different kind of life. It has to be 2 ways discussion, right? Rule of 72. Awesome. Who else doesn't know the rule of 72? Johnny doesn't know the rule of 72. If you're new here and you don't know the rule of 72, you would like to know. All right. If you would like to know rule of 72, I'm going to quickly teach you. While we are still waiting, let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live as well. Let's focus on repost and shares. Get your daily admin. Simply Abby, Tolu's mom, the voice of the world. Yeah, let's do that. Let's everyone, let's also prioritize repost, guys. Let's repost. I'm not sure what is going on, but let's prioritize repost and shares. Let us repost and share. If you have not reposted, can we all repost? Can we repost and share? So rule of 72 tells you how quickly your money doubles, right? How long does it take your money to double? So let's assume that you have $10,000 and you want it to become $20,000. Have you ever wondered, right, how long it's going to take? Have you ever wondered, thank you so much for the shares. Have you ever wondered how long it takes to become from $10 to become $20,000? Have you thought of that? Has it ever crossed your mind that, oh, you know what, I have this money. How long would it even take? Right? How long would it even take? Welcome in, everyone. Right? How long does it take? 10,000 to 20,000. How long does it take? Right? If that's a question on your mind, the rule of 72 is going to help you answer that question. The rule of 72 tells you how quickly it takes your money to double. That is the rule of 72. How quickly does it take your money to double? All right? And before somebody is asking me the question, Dr. Lina, what is that rule of 72? Where did it come from? Did you create it? I did not create it. It's just like the law of physics. This is the rule of 72. Yeah, for those on YouTube, how are you doing? Make sure you click on that subscribe button. This is the rule of 72. All right? It's how long it takes, how quickly your money is going to double. How are you doing? Oh, thank you so much for the roses, right? how quickly does it take your money to double? Thank you so much. How long does it take your money to double? So look at 10,000 to 20,000, right? Is it going to take you 5 years? Is it going to take you 10 years? Thank you so much. Is it going to take you 10 years? Is it going to take you 20 years? How long does it take your money to double? That is the rule of 72. So it's more like, you see the compound interest calculator, right? Thank you so much for that. You see the compound interest calculator, right? Just the same way you don't have it on paper, right? You don't, let's say you don't have a calculator. You don't have this right now, right? What are you going to do? Thank you so much for that 1,000 parts, right? Welcome in, right? Let's assume that you do not have your calculator, okay? You don't have your calculator, but you want to quickly, maybe your friend had told you, oh, you know what, come and invest in this business. How can you determine if this is a solid business? Okay, right? First thing you want to ask is, what is, oh, thank you so much, right? The first thing you want to ask is, what is the rate of return? What is the ROI? What is the interest rate? That's the first question you want to ask yourself, right? Or ask this person. You need to ask intelligently, right? What is the rate of return? Okay. So once you know that rate of return, you will be able to determine, okay, the rate of return is this, the rate of return is that, and then you can use it to calculate how long it takes your money to double. All right. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's repost, let's share. You've been sitting here for 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You have been sitting here for 2 minutes, right? Make sure you click on that follow button. Let's welcome you to the community of millionaires. This is the $1 Million League, the people that are aspiring to become a millionaire. And of course, how do we do it? And people that want to gain financial freedom. Some people is, I want to pay off my debt. We're going to be talking about the different methods today. Oh, your own is, oh, financial freedom, right? Whatever it is, that's what we're going to be talking about today. As a matter of fact, we're on a 0 to 2, we're on a step 0 to 9 steps of actually getting to this millionaire status or gaining financial freedom. Thank you. Let's keep tapping out the life. Let's remember to get our daily at me. Let's prioritize repost. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. The numbers are just feeling funny today. I do not understand what is going on. Typically, we are like almost 100 or 200 in this life, but we just remain stuck at 15. And I cannot even explain it. So remember, let's get our daily at me. I just started the first page of Intelligent Investor. That is amazing. That is amazing. Intelligent Investor is a good one, right? You need to pick Psychology of Money is also another good one, right? Because you need your mindset to want mindset shift. You see all of those. Those are other books that you can also get, right? That's going to help you. Yeah, awesome. But good job. Yeah. Make sure if you're sitting there for 2 minutes. Oh, thank you so much. Kechi, it's been a minute. How are you doing? Yeah, let's keep on tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. The live is just looking very interesting tonight. We just, the numbers are going up. Let's tap out the live. Guys, let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Non-stop, tap out the live, share out the live. Let us prioritize sharing, repost, right? Let's do that. Let's get our daily at me. Click on the follow button if you have been here for 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Let's get you started. So the rule of 72, I'm blessed. Yeah, yes, awesome. Thank you so much for the repost. Really appreciate that. We need to get it, shares and repost. Thank you all for doing that. Get your daily at me, share the live. 62 minutes, click on the follow button. We are quickly talking about the rule of 72 before we start the class for the day. 0 to becoming a millionaire. That's what we do, right? The rule of 72, 10,000 to 20,000, 10,000 to 20,000, right? How can you double your money? It's called here. How long it takes your money to double. Rule of 72. Learn how to double your money with compound interest. So it means that, you don't have a compound interest calculator. You can use a back of napkin, and you probably would have heard that about before. Back of napkin calculation. Nkechi, thank you so much for those shares. Back of napkin calculation, you would have seen that before, whereby maybe you're at a bar or you are at a coffee shop and you want to quickly do a simple calculation, but you don't know how to go about it. Get a back or a napkin and just get a pen. You can easily calculate that millions, okay? Thank you so much for tapping out the live. So, rule of 72. So let's assume that these 10K to 20K, right? How long we want to determine how long it takes to double that money. If you, whenever I say savings, when you put it in savings, anybody care to share what interest do you get? I'm not talking about IE savings now. I'm talking about your traditional savings account. How much do you get? Your traditional savings account. Let's keep tapping out the live. Naomi, welcome in. How long do you get? How much do you get from your savings account? How much do you get from your savings account? Like, you know, in the United States, we have like Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, right? What is the interest? Put it in the comment. What interest do you get? Put it in the comment. What interest do you get? What interest do you get from your savings account, guys? It's a two-way thing. For those that are new here, you know, one of the things we have like 5 steps that you do here. Once you're here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Wait 2 minutes, then click on the follow button. Number 2, get your daily admin. Number 3, tap out the live. Number 4, share out the live. 5, get your pen and paper, because people pay thousands of dollars to learn what you're learning for free. We're just doing a financial freedom, is a financial freedom challenge. Freedom drive this all of July. That's why you see me more frequently this all of July, helping as many people to gain financial education, to gain financial freedom. KK Sam, latest millionaire in town. And our ultimate goal is to help as many, our ultimate goal is to reduce crime, because when there is financial freedom, poverty also goes down, right? Inflation eats that up in 3 to 4%, exactly, right? So guess what? So that is what we are teaching, to help reduce poverty and also help reduce crime. Poverty and crime, they are brothers and sisters. So that is what we're trying to do all through this July. So what you're learning for free, this is worth thousands of dollars. So make sure you get your pen and paper, click on the follow button, and also you have to engage. Two-way thing. I'll ask question, you would respond. You would ask me question, I'll respond to you. So it is much more engaging. Remember, I'm a professor. My day job is Vice President of Technology. I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. Also a chartered accountant and economist, and also been investing for close to 2 decades. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. And I've called myself a serial investor, because I invest both in the stock market, in real estate, and businesses. So if this looks like what you're looking for, right, as something like the rule of 72, make sure you click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. Thank you so much, KK Sam, sharing out the live. And of course, also let's remember to get our daily admin. Go Popular to help this live. The gift gallery, absolutely important. If you can also fill that up, that really helps as well. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's prioritize repost and share today. Let's prioritize repost and share so that more people can come and learn this. And we're quickly touching the rule of 72 while, you know, before we start the class. Of the rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double. So we want to know how long it's going to take this $10,000 to $20,000, right? Like Ant-Man already said earlier, for inflation takes about 4.2% or whatever. He said, how do I get ETF account? How do I get? Yeah, click on that follow button. We'll be talking about that in the next few days. And so as a matter of fact, we are starting that. I want to think tomorrow or next, because we are on a 12 days challenge. 12 days challenge, and every day is one step to gain understanding or clear plan of you building financial freedom and getting to that $1 million status. So if you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. We're talking about the rule of 72 right now. Rule of 72, how long it takes your money to double. So if you put your money, the question again, guys, what interest do you get from your bank? What interest? Chase, Wells Fargo, all your local country. Andrew, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. On the millionaires red carpet, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Tropical Queen, welcome in. Let's tap out the live, let's share out the live. Welcome in each and every one of us to the $1 million list. So guys, put it in the comments, right? What interest do you get? Or you don't even know. If you don't know, also put I don't know, right? What interest do you get from your traditional savings account, your regular savings account? I get 0.01 from Chase, right? And this is not about the United States only, guys. It is not United States only. I am in Texas, in United States, okay? So it is about your country. You also have banks there. Everybody spends money. 65 countries is represented here. Latest being Sabir, Zambia, right? It's not Zambia, Zambia, right? It's the latest country. So what is the interest? Or you guys don't know? Guys, I'm waiting on the response. Remember, it's a two-way conversation, right? It is a two-way What interest are you getting in a savings account? At least one person should respond. Anything in UK. What is anything in UK? Right, from Ghana. Oh, absolutely. This is for everyone. Everyone. So far, there is stock exchange in your country, and so far there is you guys spend currency in your country. It is for everyone. Like I said, 65 countries represented here. If you are new here, drop one. I'm new, drop one, or drop your country. We are on the hunt for country number 66 at this point in 14 days, right? Anybody help us? What interest do you get from your bank, guys? What is the interest? What interest? Let's keep tapping out the live. Do we have humans here, or are we all BOTs? If you're real, please comment and click on that follow button so we know we're real. You know, we do quality over quantity. What interest do you get from your bank? I get 0.01. We're trying to calculate how long is going to take that your money to double 10K to 20K. How long is it going to take, right? I am Nikki, Simply Abby, Tolu's mom, Johnny Bravo, Inkechi, KK Sam, Tropical Queen, Gippet, Ankman, Living Crown, Money Wealth, right? What is the interest? 0.1. Thank you so much. 0.1. Thank you. Oh my God, that took a minute. 0.1. Yes, I think we would start doing roll call right now. 0.1. Okay. Remember, this is class. Thank you so much. And that's Chase. 0.1. Chase is even doing 0.01. So in your own local country as well, what is your money that you put in the bank? How much do you get? So the rule of 72, you want to know how long it's going to take this 10,000 to become 20,000. You take 72 divided by 0.1. It's going to give us the number of years. 72 divided by 0.1. What is that? It's going to give us the number of years it's going to take this 10,000 to become 20,000. 72 divided by 0.1. I am Nikki. God's word, Simply Abby. 72 divided by 0.1. Welcome in, everyone. Let's keep tapping out. The chat is not chatting at all, right? If you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. And Simply Abby says 720 years. Exactly. So whenever you put your money in the bank, what you're saying, and you're getting 0.01% or 0.1%, it's going to double. 10,000 will become 20,000 in 720 years. It's not me. Take a compound interest calculator and do the same thing. You would get the same result. It's not me. So whenever you put your money in the bank, let's even say that it's 1%. It means that it's going to take you 72 years to double your money. And guys, can we tap out the live? Thank you so much. Let's tap out the live. Can we tap out the live? The chat is so quiet tonight. No, we're not. If you have been sitting here for 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's tap out the live. Let's get our daily at me. Let's prioritize getting daily at me. Johnny Bravo, latest millionaire in town. Thank you so much for clicking. Clem, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Any other person that's still sitting, we have more than a lot of people here. Make sure you click on that follow button, and also let us tap out the live. Let's share out the live. This is the rule of 72. It tells you how long it takes your money to double. So 10,000 to become 20,000, it's going to take 72 years, guys. And on top of this 72 years, there is also something called inflation. The fact that your money, hey, thank you so much getting that daily at me. We've not seen that in a long time. Yeah, 72 years. The fact that this 72 years, you will even think it's 72 years, which is number one insult. What you are saying is that I put $10,000 in my account when I'm at the age of 20. For it to become 20,000, to become 20,000, it's going to be when I'm 92 years old. That's what it means. Summary. I put 10,000 when I'm 72 years old, 20 years old, because my grandma gave me 10,000. It's going to, you will already be a grandpa or grandma before it becomes $20,000. And on top of that, there's going to be something called inflation. So with inflation in it, your money is going to be like maybe $12,000. So it simply tells you, yes, this song sounds very barbaric, but unfortunately, this is exactly what we all signed up for whenever we put our money in the bank, which is the reason why I said stop saving. You would expect that, oh, an economist like myself, a chartered accountant, with a doctorate and with a master's and all of that, would know better. But guess what? I was busy saving my money as well that is why I stay stuck financial paycheck to paycheck, and until I started doing what? Investing. That is when I started investing in ETF real estate. That is when I started building wealth. That is when I got into this status, and this is when I gained financial freedom. So if you are being in that bucket, right, you're being in that area, right, or within that cycle, this is for you, okay? And it's not your fault that you did not know. It's because that's what they taught us. Go to school, get a job, and life is going to be beautiful. But that is not how wealth is built. That is why a lot of people have so much gaps when it comes to their finances, right? And that's what we're trying to teach. Rule of 72, it tells you how quickly how many years it's going to take your money to double. Now, let's flip it around. Let's say that you put it in an investment like an ETF. We're not even talking about real estate because that's even going to be quicker. You put it in an ETF. What is ETF? It's just a basket of stocks. A basket of stocks. So instead of you buying individual stocks, you're buying a basket, right? And what does this simply mean? It simply means that you are diversifying your portfolio, you are managing your risk and all of those kind of things. That's what that means, okay? That's what that means. So and that's why you should put money in ETF instead of real estate. I mean, ETF instead of individual stocks. If you put it in an S&P 500 that's returned in the past 40 years, is returned over 10%, between 8 to 12% in the past 30-40 years. Even if you take 10% and you put 72 divided by 10, right? This is investing route. This is savings route. This is investing route. In 7 years, 2 months, your money is going to double. This 10,000 is going to become $20,000, right? And if it even if it mimics what is done in the past 10 years, right? The past 10 years, 2016 till today, which is about 14 to 15%, right? 72 divided by 14.5%. Somebody help out. 72 divided by 14.5 years. How many years is that? 72 divided by 14.5. What is that return? I want to make sure that we are all following. If you are new here, you'll be seated 2 minutes. We're talking about the rule of 72. How quickly does it take your money to double? This 10,000 to become 20,000. How long does it take? That's what we're talking about, right? 72 divided by 14.5. Somebody help out. What is the result? 72 divided by 14.5, guys. Somebody put it in the comment. Thank you, Simbabi. 4.9 years. It means that between 10K to 20K, 4.9 years in half of the. It means that in 5 years, your money is doubling in 5 years, approximately 5 years. So this is it. Now, can you see the difference? Two people can be doing the same job, have the same family life and the same income, and one person is building wealth and the other person is not. One person is building wealth and the other person is living paycheck to paycheck, because it depends on where you put your money, right? So the income is important, but also where you put your money also matters. If you put it in savings, you're not growing. So the next time somebody says, oh, you know what, come and invest in this business, come and do this, you'll be able to tell them that, oh, what is the rate of return? What is the interest rate? Or if your bank account officer tells you, oh, you know what, the best thing is for you to put your money in savings. Don't put it in investing, right? Then you'll be able to tell them intellectually and intelligently that this is exactly what you're saying. That I should keep my money and wait 72 years for it to double, or 720 years for it to double, right? All right. So we have already talked that. All right, let's keep tapping out the live. Can we get it to 15,000 taps? Let's get it to 15,000 taps so that we can continue. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. Let's all tap it to 15,000 taps. Any question on the rule of 72? Any questions on the rule of 72? Let's get it to 15. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. And for the pop, if you want to also, have you heard about the rule of 25? Rule of 25. Who's read about? If you've not heard about rule of 25, put it in the comment. We just talked about the rule of 72. Have you heard about the rule of 25? Rule of 25. Put it in the comments. For those that have not heard about rule of 25, put it in the comment. And if you are new here, drop one in the comment. Drop one, click on that follow button. No, doc, you've not heard about that. If you've not heard put rule of 25. There's a rule of 25. Put it in the comment. Yeah, if you're new here, click on that follow button. You're new here, click on that follow button. You're new, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. And of course, at some point, the mods are going to be coming here and they will be blocking people that mimic, especially if you do not have a name. You know, you're at risk of being blocked and you don't click on that follow button. You're at the risk of being blocked. If you don't comment, you're at the risk of also being blocked. So if you're new here, drop one in the comment. You're new or you have not commented, click on that, right. Because we are being a prime target of all of these people that are trying to all right. So if you've been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. We have been sitting here for 2 minutes. We value your time, right? Here is for people that are very, very serious about their finances. You want to get to the millionaire status. You want to get financial freedom. This is for you. Click on that follow button so we know that you're real, okay? Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you into the community of millionaires. This is the $1 Million League. People that are aspiring to become a millionaire and those that are already millionaires. Tina, welcome in. And of course, leaving, welcome in as well. Thank you so much for tapping out the live. Yeah, let us click on the follow button. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We value your time. So also we value our time, okay? Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. And also drop a comment in the, just drop one or something in the comment. So we know that you're real. Mimoy, it's been a minute. How are you doing? Let's remember to get our daily admin as well. Let's get our daily admin. Let's share out the live as we're tapping it to 5,000. Zadi, how are you? Right? As we're tapping it out, let us get it to, let's get our daily admin. If you have not gotten your daily admin, get your daily admin. Awesome. Let's keep going. Awesome. So I was talking about the rule of 25. If you don't know the rule of 25, drop it in the comment. You don't know the rule of 25, just say rule of 25. Rule of 25. Drop it in the comment. We just talked about rule of 72. I do not know. Okay, just drop rule of 25. If you do not know rule of 25, there are so many rules. There's also the 1% rule, right? We'll talk about that when we get to real estate. The rule of 25, put it in the comment section. Drop rule of 25. I mean, if it's just one person, then we can pass on it this time. If it's just one person, you know, we can simply, I can talk to you directly on it, okay? If it's just one person that doesn't know the rule of 7, if you don't know rule of 725, put it in the comments. And also, in case you doesn't know, okay, you do rule of 25, okay, all right. It's only 3 people because I can DM the information to all those 3 people, okay, right? I just want to make sure that if you have more people, you know, if they don't know every other person seems to know the rule of 25, okay. Rule of 72 is different from rule of 25. Rule of 72 is how long it takes your money to double. Rule of 25 is something else. There's also 1% rule. There's so many rules. How do ETF? I do not understand what you mean. Yeah, welcome in. If you have been sitting here for a minute or two, click on that follow button. We talk about ETF. investing, businesses, real estate. Those are the things we teach here. Stop saving. Ultimately, I just showed you the rule of 72. The rule of 72. That's what we just talked about. Now we're talking about the rule of 25. Rule of 20. Have you ever thought about, you know what is that amount that I can decide to say that I am work optional? I can decide to say, okay, if I have this amount, I do not have to work again. I become work optional because all of my bills are paid. I can take care of myself. I don't need to work, right? If I have this amount, has that ever crossed your mind? Has it ever crossed your mind that if only I know? Because a lot of times people are just working, working, working. They don't have a number, right? You don't have a number. Yeah. Has it ever crossed your mind? Like, what is that financial freedom number? That is the rule of 25. That is exactly the rule of 25. Rule of 25 will tell you the exact amount that you need. Yeah, the rule of 25 will tell you the exact amount you need to retire conveniently. To say, okay, you know what? I can retire here, or I can become financially free. Think about it as your financial freedom number. That's the rule of 25. And it's simply your annual living expense, your annual expenses multiplied by 25. That your freedom number. All right. So it simply means that your annual expenses. So if your monthly expenses is, let's say, is $2,000, multiply that by, or let's say $1,000, multiply that by 12, then multiply it by 25. 1,000 by 12, that is 12,000 times 25. Somebody give us the number. 12,000 times 25. 12,000 times 25. What is that number? We're talking about the rule of 25. 2,000 multiplied by 25. What is that number? Thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's get our daily at me. If you have not got your daily at me, you'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Thank you so much. That's about 300,000. So if you invest this 300,000, your chances of being financially free, right? The return of this money can actually give you, you can decide not to work again. If your living expenses is $1,000 a month, all right, your living expenses is $1,000 a month. 300,000 is what you need. If yours is 5,000, multiplied by 12 and then multiplied by 25, and you get that number invested, you will never have to work again if you do not want to, because the return on that investment is enough to take care of your bills. All right. Thank you all for tapping out the live, sharing out the live, welcoming each and every one of us. If you're new here, this is the Million Dollar League, the community of millionaires, people aspiring to become a millionaire, right? And those that are already millionaires and they're trying to scale into multi-millionaire. And I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business, and you do not understand. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and of course, I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. I've been investing for close to 2 decades. My day job is vice president of technology, also a professor. I'm an economist and a chartered accountant, and I help as many people to build wealth the right way. So welcome in, and we're on a financial freedom journey. What people are you saying? What about the people in the UK? It's for you to determine your number. So let me talk about it again. Financial freedom number, right? Rule of 25 is your financial freedom number. So regardless of the country where you are at, it could be in dollars, it could be in pounds, it could be in another currency, Ghana cedis, right? It simply means that your annual expenses. So it means that you need to know what your monthly expenses is, right? Then multiply it by 25. That is the rule of 25, okay? Simply happy. That is the, so what is your, need to determine what is your monthly expenses. Your monthly expenses, calculate it and then multiply it by 25. You got it? Is it clear now? Any other person with questions on that? Exactly. Annual expenses. No, 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 no. It's not annual expenses times 12. It is just the monthly multiplied by 12, right? Annual would be monthly multiplied by 12 times 25. Does that make sense? Annual is 12. Got it. Okay. Welcome, Nick. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. You'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. Get your daily admin if you have not gotten your daily admin. Awesome. So this is the rule of 25 because, yeah, this is the rule of 25. It's different from the rule of 72. Rule of 72 is about how quickly can you double your money. Rule of 25 is what is your financial freedom number. Like, this is the number you can say that, you know what, I become work optional. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. So let's go to the teaching of today because right now we are over 50,000 tabs. Well done. Let's also prioritize shares. Let's prioritize go populars. Let's prioritize shares and go populars, guys. Let us prioritize shares and go popular. All right. And if you're new here, drop 1 in the comment. I want to know where we are starting today's teaching from. I want to know if you're new, I'm new, drop I'm new. Just state you're new. And if you care to share, also indicate where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, the United States. If you're new, drop I am new, or just drop 1 in the comments. I'm new. Awesome. You're just joining today. You're seeing me for the first time. You're joining the $1 Million community for the first time. This is the $1 Million League for the first time. All right. Okay, you're new also. Okay, you're new. Awesome. New UK. Any other person? Any other new? Let's say you're new. You are new. Make sure you're new. Awesome. Drop it if you're new. Also indicate where you're connecting from. We've represented 65 countries, latest being Serbia, right? United States. What part of United States are you? Canada. Awesome. 65 countries in 14 days. Isn't that amazing? Minneapolis. Awesome. From Georgia. Perfect. Yeah, Serbia was country number 65. We had Istanbul as well. We had Taiwan as well in 14 days. That was about, yesterday was all, between yesterday and today, 65 countries. And latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you're sitting here for 2 minutes or for everyone, make sure you click on that follow button. If you've not clicked on the follow button, click on the plus sign, click on that follow button. Let's get our daily admin. Let's share out the live. Thank you so much. So let's get the class started. Since we have a few new people, I will quickly start from this part, right? Because guess what? Okay, let's put it as Freddie, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, right? Because when we say welcome in to all of those people, new people here, it is we call them millionaires because you are a millionaire. This is the $1 Million League. You took a leap of faith to say that I want to become a millionaire in dollars, right? And we are definitely proud of you. I only have one account, only one account, okay? So if somebody is chatting you up, that's not me. So that's why I always say click on the follow button right here when I'm live. You know it's the right individual. Pastor Richard, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. The reason why we take the time to welcome all our millionaires in, okay, yes, and you are a millionaire. Uchenna, latest millionaire in town. Right, and we call you a millionaire because it's not just that, oh, you know, you might not look like it today, but you're definitely going to get there, right? Because the thing about it is somebody literally just crossed $500,000 within this community about 2 weeks ago, $500,000, and there are many more, right? Because there's power of life and death in the tongue. That's number one. However, the fact that we say this is not get rich quick scheme. This is not MLM. This is about Google who Warren Buffett is. Because God also tells you that He is going to bless the works of your hands. So if there's nothing in your hands, there is nothing to bless, okay? You are going to walk, okay? You're going to do the job. Otherwise, we will just call him and everybody will become a millionaire. It doesn't work that way. However, we prophesy it, but then we also execute. That's what we do in this community. So we're talking about the exact step. If Dr. Lina needs to start from zero to become a millionaire again, God's word, thank you so much for those roses, right? If Dr. Lina now wants to become a million, start all over again from zero to become a millionaire, this is the exact step I'm going to follow, right? Exact step that I use. People are chatting with me with different accounts with the same name. That is not me. That's what I was saying. Click on the follow button. You know what to do. Report and block. Click on the follow button. This is the only account. As a matter of fact, everyone, you will see my name. You went beside my picture. Click on that picture and edit it to be whoever's name, whatever you wanted to save it at. So you know, you can state it as this is the only Dr. Lina's account. So you know, because when you also, the other way you see it is that under the name, mine is Money Talk with Dr. Lina, and the description of the name is also Money Talk with Dr. Lina. But whoever is chatting you up will have Money Talk with Dr. Lean, or it can even be Money Talk with Dr. Lina, but the handle will be at something else. Okay? This is not just for me. I see it with Call to Leap. I see it with Alex on a Budget and all of that. But they are targeting this community because we have net worth individuals here. We have millionaires. We have groups of, we talk about money. So we are almost like green targeted. So don't fall for it. You know what to do. Report and block. Very soon, we would fix it by getting all those verification done. Liz and Francis, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. So click on that follow button, and for everyone that is chatting you, we don't have Telegram group, we don't have WhatsApp group, and as a matter of fact, the mods are going to start blocking. So if you are new here, if you have not clicked on the follow button, you are here, right? You've not clicked on the follow button. That's one. Number two is you have not dropped any comments, no gift, no nothing, right? It means that you are either a BOT, or you are not real, right? A BOT or you are one of the scammers. So we will start, the mods are going to start blocking. So if you are new here, click on the follow button and drop one in the comment. Everybody drop one in the comments, and we are going to go on a spray of blocking, right? We are about going to block. So drop one in the comment, click on the follow button, right? We hate to see our people being scammed, right? We hate it. So click on the drop one in the comment. You're new here, click on the follow button, drop a comment, drop one comment. If you're new here, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. Drop one in the comment. Anybody that doesn't put any comment, no number in front of their name, will start blocking shortly. The mods will start blocking shortly. So drop one, tap out the live, get your daily at me. Do something that doesn't show that you're human, you're not scammers. The scammers wouldn't do that. They would not comment, they will not chat, they will BOTs too, will not do that. They will not comment, they will not click on the follow button. So make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done so. Thank you all for doing that, right? Because we are about to start blocking people with that. Any accounts that look suspicious account will be blocked. All right. So comment, click on the follow button, tap out the live. Do all of that. If you have not clicked on the follow button, make sure you do that. Let's keep tapping out. Get your daily admin. Get your daily admin. Get at me is here. You get it. It costs you 1 penny. All right. It costs you 1 penny. Right. But we are about to start blocking. The mods are going to start blocking. She's going to be here shortly, and she'll start blocking any account that looks suspicious. We're going to start doing that. All right. Because I know that, and if you have still be here and you've not clicked on that follow button, well, you are the prey of these people, right? And if they come into your box, block, report and block them. It is just very, very frustrating. All right. So, number one, Dr. Lina is starting from zero. Let's tap it to 20,000 and let's get our daily at me. Let's go popular, help this life. Let's share the life as well, right? Number one, your income. What was I saying? So the first step to building wealth is something called your income. And I'll go quickly on it. I always go quickly on it, and nobody's tapping out the live. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Let us tap out the live. Thank you all for tapping out that live. Really appreciate it. Let's get it tapping. Let's get it to 25,000. Thank you so much. Let's also get our daily at me. Let's share as well. So one of the things is, there's something called the wealth triangle, and I'll quickly talk through it. I mean, I've been teaching this consistently, and it might be boring for the OGs in the house. Income, right? But for the purpose of the people that are new, income, it starts with your income. If all you do with your income is something called DLL, Put DLL in the comments. All you do with your income is depreciating lifestyle liability. So you are using it to pay bills, or you are using it to fund lifestyle only. You are just trading your life and your income for money. Thank you so much. Your income, right? You're trading your life. You're trading you are just working, and this is why a lot of people are, because they do paycheck to paycheck. People are on paycheck to paycheck. This is what people are doing. However, to build wealth, you have to put some of this. You are right, take some of your income towards this, because you have bills to pay, it's fixed, and then you put some of it towards the flexible, a little bit towards the flexible, and you delay the gratification. Guys, put DG in the comment, delayed gratification. Put DG in the comment, delayed gratification. Put it in the comment, guys. Thank you so much. Delayed gratification. You delay the gratification on this depreciating lifestyle, because at the end of the whole thing, your income and everything is still coming here, right? But it's the avenue of what is doing, generating the more income that really matters. Okay, Nkechi, thank you so much. Really appreciate. I like it when we engage. Kindly let us engage. Let's engage. Okay, let's comment. Thank you so much. It really helps. So income, take this income then, and then of course put it towards. You take some of it, fund the bills and the flexible. The Lord is my shepherd. Welcome in, latest millionaire in town. Thank you so much. And of course, let's tap it out. Let's tap it all the way out. Nkechi, thank you so much. Let's keep tapping it out. Let's get our daily at me as well. Let's get our daily at me. So the bills, then you do something, you put some of them towards appreciating cash flowing asset. What are cash flowing assets? We're talking about Lady J, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. Welcome in. So ACA, appreciating cash flowing assets. So whenever you have this income, let's say you make $100,000 after tax, okay? Or you make $100,000 after tax. You don't want to spend $90,000 or $95,000 on this side, because you are not going to build wealth. You are not. Now, what should you do? If you can do between 50K and or to 60K at most, right, on this side, and keep the $40,000 on this side, it means that income here, expense here. You see this gap? That is your wealth too. Income here, expense here. A lot of times, so your income is 70,000, and you live on a 40,000 budget. You have something, okay? You have something to build wealth. Because this is your seed that is going to germinate and give you rental income, investment income, dividends income, business income, right? Instead of just one active income, which is your income from your skill, right? You want to have multiple income. But where is it going to come from? That is coming from your skill income. And because it's not going to be a seed that is going to germinate and give you different source of income. And it gets to a point that this money becomes so big that from your asset, it becomes so big that it even overpowers this one. And that is until then you get financial freedom. All right. And that's why the delayed gratification is very important, right? So you take some of this money and you put it towards asset. What are these assets? ETF, real estate, businesses. Why do we talk about this? Why do we just talk about these three? Because there's something called the Millionaire's Wealth Blueprint. It simply tells you can go on Google, get or ChatGPT and ask, where does the multi-millionaire, where do they put their money? Where does the multi-millionaire, this is the $1 Million League, so we look at where the multi-millionaires put their money so that we can mimic the same thing. So if you can see, they don't put it in savings account. That's why we don't do savings account. And of course, I just showed you with the rule of 72. It's going to take you 72 years, at least if you are getting an interest of 1%. All right? So you see where they put their money. They do not put their money, keep their money predominantly in investment and non-cash asset rather than traditional savings account. So if you are putting your money in savings account, it's dead on arrival. Okay, dead on arrival. They typically diversify wealth across stocks, municipal bond, and real estate. So real estate, you see it right there. Hey, no, how are you doing? Real estate, They also use private banking to manage extreme liquidity. So you would see emergency fund right there. That is the extreme liquidity we're talking about. And they put their money in trust. That's number 8 and 9 of the wealth building journey. So this is exactly the wealth blueprint that we follow. The multi-millionaire wealth blueprint, hidden in plain sight. So do that research and follow the same thing, and you'll see you building wealth in a very special way. If you are new here, make sure you'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you to the $1 Million League. Welcoming everyone to the $1 Million League, the league of millionaires, people that aspire to become a millionaire in dollars, and those and in pounds. Yeah, and those that they're already millionaires, and of course they are also aspiring. I mean, they're trying to scale to multi-millionaire. Onowu, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Chizagwa, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So you'll be sitting 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. There are a lot of people on the window, right? Millionaires are royals, right? They don't just sit on the window. They come in through the main door, park their car, valet their car. They don't go even into the garage. They come in and with grand entrance and royalty. Awesome. Okay. What is the ACA? ACA is appreciating cash flowing assets. Appreciation. Hello, no. I think it's these people saying hello to themselves. That was funny. So coming through the front door, let's welcome you. If you are just still seated there, you've not clicked on that follow button, make sure you click on the follow button. We're talking about the exact $0 to $1 million, how to get there. It starts with your income. Now, 100,000, if you put some of it towards the bills, you're fixed, and of course you're flexible, which is if you put 50 to 60,000 and then you take 40 to 50,000, right? Crown of wealth. If you put that one towards asset, this asset is going to do what? It will start generating something called rental income, which is real estate, dividend income, which is dividend ETF, investment income, which is whatever, business income. That is going to come together and is going to be greater than this, your skill income, financial education with ISH, latest millionaire income. Welcome in. Right, this is the way to do. Instead of going this route, just go this route and you will see that you become financially free. I was watching somebody on YouTube today, and he was telling us he's a computer engineer, software engineer. He got fired, right? A lot of people that are laid off. And by the way, let's take a second. If you have been laid off, right? You have been laid off, you've lost your job, right? My prayers are with you, okay? Have it, hold it together. Whatever you're going through right now is just going to be for a minute. You've been laid off, you're going through stuff. Manage your mental health, okay? Now is the time you turn that lemon into lemonade, right? There's something that, and also understand you have been angry. Get over the anger. Go through that emotion, whatever it needs to go through it for a little bit. But don't stay there for too long. It is not about you. It's not about your intelligence. It's not about the fact that you are not smart. It's not the fact that you are the weakest link. It's just about the economy at this moment. We are in a K economy. What is the K economy? The wealthier are getting wealthier more than ever. And of course, the middle class is already moving to the poor, right? A lot of people are going this route, right? So the middle class is shrinking, and of course the wealthy is actually on the increase. So if you are going through that right now, manage your mental health. That's the number one thing. Manage your family together. Is just for a phase, okay? Because we can't be talking about millionaire status, and we have so many people, right, in the bucket of, I do not even, I just lost my job. Gabriel, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah, welcome in. Yeah, click on that follow button. Yeah, click on that follow button. You'll be sitting there for 2 minutes. Treasury bill, anything that is government, you know that the interest rate is low, right? In interest rate is low. Yeah, click on that follow button. The interest rate is low. Whenever we talk about treasury bill, right, but it depends on your goal. What is your goal? How old are you? There's so many other questions that is linked to that, right? If your risk level is low, then that is then you can stick with that. Otherwise, if you are younger, you want to go into investing. What is your purpose of using treasury bill over? And your country also matters, because I know treasury bill in some countries is about 17%, 18%, right? So it's a function of what your goals are, right? But in the United States, it is almost close to nothing. Okay, it's close to nothing. Those are like the bonds and everything. Yeah, click on that follow button. You'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Does that answer your question, Mr. New here, Gabriel? New here. Yeah. Does that answer your question? Oh, who answered? Who answered? Perez. Does that answer your question? New here, Mr. Gabriel, latest millionaire. Welcome in. Awesome, awesome. Did I miss someone? Awesome. Welcome in, everyone. If you've been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Stay 2 minutes. It looks like what you're looking for. Click on that follow button so we can welcome you on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires, the League of Millionaires, people aspiring to become millionaires in dollars and those that are already millionaires. Let's remember to get our daily admin. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're not getting your daily admin, get the daily admin. If you can fill up the gift gallery, that is much appreciated as well. No, please, my network was bad. Can you please come again with the answer? Click on that follow button, Perez. Click on the follow button, then so that we'll know that you're part of the serious member of this community. All right, and then we'll be able to take that question again. All right, because some people just come here to troll. All right, so 50 to 60K, right? If you put that 50 to 60% of your income, 50% of your income, and then the next question is, oh, I am even still struggling. Right? I can't even pay that bills. I'm still struggling. Right? I'm still struggling to pay the bills. Then you're telling me to keep 40% of my income, 60% of my income, right? Then you know that you have to do two things. Either you increase your income, and that's what we're going to talk about shortly, and then you reduce your expenses. But always know that there's the limit to which you can reduce your expenses. Your limit is, there's always a limit. Meaning, if your mortgage of your rent is this, your rent is, you have already, downsized to the point that you cannot downsize again. I mean, a 3-bedroom can never be low. If you're in Texas, it can't be less than 1,500, right? On how to save, you can save, you can invest, right? Uche, you can invest like this, right? If you have, I want to believe that if you're a student, are you making income? If you are making income, then definitely just follow the same strategy. Nothing still matters. There's still no difference. Just follow the same strategy, okay? There's no difference so far you have income. Remember, it starts with income. Either you're a student or you are not a student, it starts with income. So if you're paying that student, you're paying your student whatever, set some money aside and start putting it and follow this. You might not have as much right now because you are on a student, whatever, you are working part-time. Then you put but whatever you have, let it follow the same plan. And once you get out of school, you know that, oh, you know what, I can totally put everything towards this right now, because you would have built the knowledge, you would have built the discipline and the structure when it comes to your $1 million finances, $1 million plan. You would have built it. You're just going to make your journey faster. It's just going to be a case of somebody that has making 70,000 and somebody that is making 400,000. That's just the difference, okay? Right? So that's just the difference. Does that answer your question? It still doesn't change anything. So far you have income. So income here, expense here, right? So the wider this expense, this income, there's a limit to what you can do with this income. There is a limit. To this expense, but this has no limit. Up here, you're most welcome. This has no limit. The income has no limit. You can do whatever, right, with this income, right? That's why whatever you're doing, you want to make sure that this income goes up. The higher the income, and you keep your bills low, the wider this is your expense, this is your income. The wider it is, that is your wealth building tool. This is going to determine how quickly can you get to financial freedom. Some people are already here in less than 10 years. 10 years, they are already, less than 10 years, they're already here. Because the income is here, the expense is here. They keep it wide, take that money and they put it towards investing, appreciating cash flowing assets. If you don't, there's nothing to germinate, If you put everything here, wrong. If you put it here and you don't put it in terms of asset, you don't invest, you just leave it in the bank, still you will not get the result. So it's a twofold thing. Put the money aside, invest it, and then you will get the result, because it will start giving you something called cash flow. This cash flow, you can fund your life. I told the story of whenever I want to buy a car 2 years ago. Knock Mark, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, make sure you click on that follow button. What about CD? What about CD? What is the rate on the interest on CD? What rate are you getting? Okay, put the interest rate, Pastor Richard. What interest are you getting? That's going to determine your answer. Okay, because I'm not sure of the country where you're going. Instead of asking about 3.4, so 3.4, so you will be the one to answer. Okay, 72 divided by 3.4. What is the answer? 72 divided by 3.4. Put the answer. It's going to give you number of years it's going to take that money to double. 72 divided by that 3.4 will give you the number of years following the rule of 72. Put the answer, please. All right. So it's going to start giving you cash flow. I told you of a story when I wanted to buy a car about 2 years ago. I could not. Everybody said you deserve it. You've been working so hard. You can afford it. 21 years. Thank you so much. So Pastor Richard, is 21 years a good time for you to double your money, right? Let's assume that you put 10,000 in the CD, right? Is 25 years a decent time for your 10,000 to become 20,000? Yeah. Is that a good time? Is that are you comfortable with that time? 10,000 to become 20,000. Are you comfortable with 21 years? All right. Okay. Put based on your answer, I'll be able to exactly. So you're ready. That's the answer right there. That is the answer. I teach you to fish. I don't give you the fish, right? That's the same way I would think to be able to answer that question. So no, it's not a good one. As a matter of fact, high-yield savings account gives you about 4%. So far, it gives you about 4%. Some high-yield savings account give you about 5%. So and your money is not locked away. It's just your traditional savings. It's just a savings account that with a higher interest. You have 9,000 in CD. That's exactly what you just said. That your 9,000 is going to take 21 years. And then factor inflation. If you adjust it to inflation, it's going to take you about 30 years. Adjust inflation in the United States is about 4.2%, right? 4.2%. Pastor Richard, with what you have posted right now, they will come after you. Please don't take note that this is not, Dr. Lina doesn't have Telegram group. Dr. Lina doesn't have, what's it called? WhatsApp group. So if they come into your chat, you know what to do, report and block them, meaning the scammers. So if you be sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. All right. So put in an IE or just invest it in how many years do you have? How many years do you want to keep it? Do you want to keep it for another 20 years? If you have 10 years, 5 years, if you are long term, just put it in ETF, period. Right? It has returned between 8 to 15%. It showed 18% last year. Right? That's what it did. And you're diversifying your risk. Okay? If you want to know more about that, we'll talk about that tomorrow and next. So you make sure you are locked in tomorrow and next, 1:30 and 8 p.m. If you'll be sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. And as a matter of fact, if you're new, drop 1 in the comments. The mods are going to start blocking because we have the scammers here as well, trying to chat our people up and trying to scam them. So put 1 in the comment. Click on that follow button if you have not done that. I only have 1 account. So if somebody says it's backup account, it's not Dr. Lina. Click on the follow button right now so you know it's the right Dr. Lina. So you already answered your question, okay? So we move on. So make sure that you put your money towards asset that cash flow. They give you cash flow, then you fund this depreciating lifestyle, this lifestyle. Enjoy the life, retire, and all of that. All right? There was a software engineer that was watching earlier today. And of course, a lot of software engineers lost their job. Thank you so much for the repost. They've lost their job. They've lost AI is taking people's job. And he just said that he literally is making $11,000. Agro latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Now he makes $11,000. I was just watching before this live. And he said that it's because he has saved some of his money. What is your advice? What advice? right? Put it in ETF. All right. If you want something specific advice for you, you need to schedule a one-on-one. You see the link in my bio. Schedule a one-on-one, then I can help you direct because to being able to advise. Yes, I can definitely advise